We are now nearing the end of August, and I thought, what a better time than now, on my day off, than to do my August games pickup video. Now, I know usually I've been combining 2 months with this, but I got a decent amount of pickups this month, and I know I'm probably not going to be getting any more this month because looking at my budget, I spent a lot of money getting these games. Not a lot, like individually, but a lot as a whole, more than I probably should have spent. So let's take a look at these. First, we're going to go with some Sega Dreamcast games. I picked up Japanese import Fire Pro Wrestling D. Now, I have a copy of this already. Why did I pick up another copy, you may ask? Well, I'm very much about keeping my game cases and games in line, and the way my Dreamcast games are set up isn't really smart at the moment, but I'm running out of space, and I guess my nephew came into my room one day, knocked the game off the shelf, hinges cracked off of it. The game just looks a mess now. The disc is fine, the manual's fine, but I couldn't really keep that like that. So I bought a new copy, well, a used copy. That this one, because Fire Pro Wrestling D is a very beloved wrestling game, and the Fire Pro series has always been super difficult, super hard. It's not your conventional wrestling games for us here in America. This game, at least this copy of this game, is going to be kind of hidden. Only because I don't need it breaking again. Then also for the Dreamcast, I picked up Dynamite Cop. Now, Dynamite Cop is a sequel to essentially what we got here on the Saturn as Die Hard Arcade. And in Japan, it was known as Dynamite Deca. Dynamite Cop is a beat-em-up game that I remember playing so much as a kid. One of my friends had this game, and it was just kind of awesome. You got to pick up different weapons and different parts of the environment and smash your enemies with them. And it's not a long game, but it's a fun game. Picked up that for about $40, so not too bad. Now this just came out this week, and it's a remaster, it's a remake. And if you guys know my love of Sega games, Shenmue 1 and 2, the HD remaster. Now, to my understanding, this game isn't really that much different than its original version, aside from being an HD remaster. But, when this was announced, I played 1 and 2. I have 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast and on the Xbox, respectively. I figured I needed to get the remaster of this game. Shenmue 1 took me about 10 years to beat, only because I got stuck at a point and I just never went back, and then my discs were scratched, and my old Dreamcast laser was really picky with reading GD-ROMs, and blah, 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 whole story. But with Shenmue 3 coming out next year, finally, what a better time, at least when I get to it, than to play this game. Now, for the PlayStation 3, I picked up 2 games. One of them's Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I have this game on the Wii, but the Wii version is very much different for the fact that it uses motion controls. And, as a Harry Potter nerd as I am, I needed the PlayStation 3 version of this game just because I kind of want to play it again, but I don't want to play the Wii version. I kind of want to see what the PlayStation 3 version was about. And also for the PlayStation 3, I picked up Eternal Sonata. Now, this game originally, to my understanding, came out initially on the Xbox 360. I've heard really good things about this game. It's made by Bandai Namco, which makes the Tales of series, which is my favorite RPG series, and the art style looks very similar, and at least from the back, the combat looks very similar. I don't really know much about this game, except for the fact that I've seen it on a lot of Hidden Gems videos, and I'm more of a PlayStation than an Xbox guy, so I figured I'd pick up the PS3 version of the game, and I'm looking forward to playing to that when I get to it. Now, I picked up a GameCube game. Now, this game I've always wanted to play ever since it came out back in 2003. I never got a chance to play it, never got my hands on it, and, it's a game that I'm so happy to finally have in the collection, and that is Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Now, this game is made by Sega, made by Sonic Team, and yeah, I don't really know much about it. I just know you play as this guy, Billy Hatcher, who kind of has a giant egg. And I think you use that egg for different platforming elements. And basically, Billy Hatcher must use his power of a legendary suit to conquer an evil king who seeks to rule with an everlasting night. Slightly mischievous, yet always cool, only Billy can return the land of light. Okay, that kind of sums it up right there. I know it's a platforming game, but never played it, really don't know what I'm getting myself into. I just know from what I've heard it's very fun. Now, the last game I picked up was a little bit more on the expensive side, and it's a game that I see on a lot of must-buys for this system, must-buys for Hidden Gems. And it's a Sega Saturn game. It's a platforming game. And it's a very interesting one that came out in 1995. And that's a Stahl. Now, I picked this up only because I've seen so many videos of it, as I mentioned, and it looks like a really, really cool platforming game. It's also the only Sega Saturn game, to my understanding, that doesn't have the name on the side of the case, which is very interesting. I got this for around $50, which for a Stahl is actually a beautiful price. This game's never been remade since, and I thought I was going to get this with a broken case only because it said there was dings on the case, but there aren't. And the case itself is still in beautiful condition. The manual's in beautiful condition, and the game itself is as well. Now, overall, this is a little bit lighter of a month than most of the videos I do, and usually that's probably because I combine 2 months usually, versus the 1 month I got here. I picked up 7 games, and I really shouldn't probably pick up anything for a while, only because I have such a backlog right now. Picking up these was kind of all spur of the moment, only because I got really good deals on most of them. And Fire Pro Wrestling D wouldn't even be in here if the case didn't break on my other copy. But guys, that's my pickup video for the month of August 2018. 7 games. If you have played any of these, leave your thoughts down below, what you thought of them. Which one should I play first? As always, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like it, share it, leave your comments down below, and subscribe to the channel, and go check out all the other videos I've done. Until next time, see you, bye.